EA Sports. It's in the game.
If you're anything like me, hearing that soundbite brought a nostalgic smile to your face, but also the bitter memories of disappointment, betrayal, and longing for the days before microtransactions.
All of these new Ultimate Team features were developed to make your experience in the mode this season more fun, more immersive,
and cost more money.
Money, please.
Today we're discussing why I abandoned the Madden franchise. If this is your first time visiting the channel, I'm Prowler and I've been a lifelong football fan and gamer, in case you couldn't tell. Also, I apologize if you hate the New England Patriots, but the team sucks right now, so all is right in the world for Patriot haters. Fingers crossed Drake May can get some help eventually. Let's get back to Madden, a franchise that has been a staple of sports games for over 3 decades now. I was late to the party with Madden 2003 being my first iteration that I owned. Of course, like all the other kids in the 90s, I was way too busy tearing it up in NFL Blitz scoring 100 points per game. But the landscape started changing in the early 2000s, where you weren't the cool kid if you didn't have the latest edition of Madden or NCAA football. At the time, 2K was still in the race creating NFL games because EA didn't have the sole rights yet. Shout out to 2K5 for releasing it only $19.99 and still being a really fun time. At least that's what the nostalgia in my brain is telling me. Madden slowly grew up alongside a lot of us, with new features becoming prominent selling points for why you needed the newest edition. Who could forget the hit stick being introduced with Ray Lewis being the cover athlete? Or the highlight stick brought in the next year? We won't talk about the QB vision that was universally hated by players everywhere though. But that was the thing about Madden that really resonated with me back then. EA had to constantly one-up themselves going into the next year. Superstar mode, improvements to franchise mode, and online play were the reasons players flocked to and stayed with the franchise. Oh yeah, plus they got the exclusive rights to the NFL, so they literally have zero competition. That certainly helps. That leads me to my next section of this video, when Madden really began to stumble in my eyes. The entire run of the PS2 era seemed like it was home run after home run. Then the PS3 era began with what I considered the atrocious Madden 09. Also, I'm a big Sony guy if you haven't figured that out by now. One of the biggest things I recall from 09 was the freezing issue that EA promised to patch with upcoming updates. Gee, I wonder if rushing titles out the door and fixing post-launch is still an issue in today's world of gaming. It wasn't just buggy gameplay that started to become more and more noticeable with each release. Features from previous console generations were done away with in order to make the game look as realistic as possible for the selling point. I distinctively remember being able to become an actor or getting quizzed in football trivia to determine my player IQ from the PS2 games. Now we were button mashing to run 40-yard dashes or bench press in the most awkward way imaginable. Remember, this is my opinion because I know some players who love this stuff. It just wasn't for me. All of this pales in comparison to the most evil and absolute worst part of modern day Madden, Madden Ultimate Team. I bet you were wondering when this section was going to come up, but for me, this is where the cliff dropped out for my love of Madden. I'll admit that for a while, I got suckered into buying packs and trying to get the latest and greatest player cards, but thankfully, I opened my eyes to what I was doing. I was spending $50 or $60 a year on a worse product than the year before, and then dumping even more money into a mode that I would need to reset all of my progress on for the following year. Madden Ultimate Team is a really cool concept at the end of the day, but not for the price you pay when trying to compete with gamers who apparently have unlimited cash. It really sucks to see how many other sports games have transitioned to this predatory style as well. Looking at you, NBA 2K. It's funny to think the last Madden game I purchased was the 2018 edition. I know. Of course the Patriots fan bought the Brady cover edition. But I don't regret leaving this game franchise when I did. In fact, I even tried to give EA another chance with College Football 25 this year, to which I played for about a week and then deleted from my PS5 forever. Fool me once, EA. Fool me once. I guess my overall message to you, if you've made it this far, is that games change. Players change. And in the end, it doesn't even matter. Sorry. I couldn't help myself there. Honestly though, I think if you love Madden or sports games and don't mind paying the price for the latest roster update every year, keep enjoying yourself. Games are meant to be entertainment, and I would never discourage anyone to stop doing something they love. As for me, I'll reminisce about the good old days and keep my fingers crossed that Madden can somehow become appealing to me again in the future. Or at the very least, give us another NFL Street, you cowards. Thanks for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to check out more gaming content, check out the rest of my channel. See you next time.